Hey guys, this is Eric with Mediavine, and on this week's Go For Teal, I want to talk about AMP, or the Accelerated Mobile Project by Google. So AMP has actually been around now for 4 years, and if you're wondering what AMP is, it's a project by Google to help speed up the mobile web. So it's a series of basically what ends up being JavaScript libraries for you as a publisher to use to basically rebuild your website using AMP components as opposed to regular HTML components. And the idea behind these is that they're lightning fast. They're all loaded from Google's CDN or their cache, and they're served to users almost instantly. If you use products like Google News on your phone, you're instantly taken now to AMP pages, and you can already see they're pretty much loaded already by the time you get to them, because Google is able to do all sorts of cool things when it's hosted on their CDN. So should you as a publisher use AMP? So here's where things get interesting. So I was talking about Google News and those kind of products that instantly load those AMP pages. Those are for Google News publishers. Google News is a separate product that you have to apply and be accepted for as a publisher. So if you've never gone through this process, you're probably not a Google News publisher. And those are actually the only publishers that are currently getting a gain from running AMP. So AMP is a very complex project, and it basically means you have to maintain 2 versions of your site unless your entire site is done in AMP, which would mean every single page is now built in AMP. There are certainly ways to do that. There are themes that are built on AMP and WordPress, and you can certainly go full AMP, but we're going to actually warn you against that because this is going to have an impact on your RPMs. So one of the things behind AMP is that they control all the JavaScript at Google, and that includes ads. Ads are JavaScript at the end of the day. We have to run everything through an AMP ad unit. Mediavine is an official AMP ad unit type in the AMP project, so you can run Mediavine ads, but we don't get to run the full power of our script wrapper. Not every one of our ad partners gets involved in the auction. We can't control using our dynamic in-content placement where your ads are. You're going to have to manually place them. You end up with a lot of caveats on what ads can do versus what they can do on the regular web. And plus, since everything is served through Google's own domain, there's limited cookie control. And cookies are ultimately what are used in programmatic ads to track everything. So we've actually seen significantly worse performance for websites and AMP ads versus regular mobile web. And the only signal Google is going to use again is for Google News publishers to appear inside these special carousels. If you're seeing a lot of AMP traffic and you're not a Google News publisher, that's because they're actually diverting your traffic. So traffic that ordinarily would have gone to a regular mobile web page is now going to go to AMP if they detect there's an AMP page. So it's not new traffic, it's just your existing traffic now going to AMP pages and making you less money. So there is one thing to note, is that AMP is a very fast version of your website, and obviously page speed is a big factor in Google's search engine. So what we recommend instead, just make your website fast. Then you'll gain all the same signal boosts that you would have gained by running AMP, unless you're a Google News publisher again. So Google News publishers, there might be a reason to run AMP and be okay with that kind of compromise on RPM, but for the rest of our publishers, just build a fast website. You'll gain all the benefits without having to give up that full control of your website. So yeah, short answer for Google AMP, should you run it? Unless you're a Google News publisher, no. If you're a Google News publisher, yes. And again, I want to strongly state that Mediavine is not anti-AMP. Our own site, the Hollywood Gossip, is a Google News publisher. We run AMP. We are an official AMP ad unit, but for most of our publishers, it's just not worth the monetary loss by switching over. All right, so thank you guys. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys soon.